Dillian gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillian's clan.
Go back.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
No. He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. The plague.
Dillian?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get you.
Hold your heavy strike. Hold it. Hold the heavy strike. Hold your heavy. Unleash the sword. She can't remember. How does she focus? The focus is perfect. It's coming back. Darkness has taken you, Galena and Senua. Galena and Senua.
You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in the sea of corpses.
Corpses. I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother. To go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua, look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbal is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us?
Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help, a little hope.
I will tell you of a great hero named Sigurd, son of Sigmund, no less. Born after his father's death, Sigurd is cared for by the dwarf Rain. But Rain does not love the boy. Instead, he plans to use him for his own ends. You see, Rain's father possessed a great treasure given to him by the gods. But Rain's brother, Fafnir, killed his father and took the gold all for himself.
She shouldn't be here. She escaped the darkness. She took her own life to escape it.
She can't remember when it started. When her mother lost her smile. Her eyes gazing past her towards a world she could not see. This is what happens if you reach for the underworld, he said. It was a lot to take in for a child. And the first time she felt the cold chill of fear. I don't talk much about her father, Zimbel. I suppose I just didn't want to risk upsetting her. But it doesn't matter now, does it?
Keep going. She'll have to go under. She has to. I told you to go out. She has to keep going, go towards the light. She can do it. She can't do it. The light's gone out. Run, get through it as quick as you can. The panic is on.
Now she can
Rain the dwarf's sole desire is to possess this dragon's accursed treasure, and he uses Sigurd to reclaim it. He tells Sigurd the story of Fafnir's gold, and the good-hearted hero promises to slay the dragon if Rain would forge a strong sword for him. Sigurd remembers that his father once possessed a sword given to him by Odin. Odin broke the sword to bring about Sigmund's death, but Sigurd's mother still has the pieces. And so Rain reforges the famous sword. Sigurd uses the sword first to avenge his father, and then he and Rain go in search of Fafnir.
Too more to fight. Why are you doing these pointless time? What if you connect them and there's nothing behind the door? Save Dillian. It's just another trick. Just another trick. Just to distract her from her real mission. You think you know, but you don't. Your mother doesn't know anything. And Dillian is dead. He's gonna save Dillian.
The dragon Fafnir is so large and deadly that it would be impossible to kill him face to face. But each day, Fafnir crawls across the heath to find water. So Sigurd digs a pit in the dragon's path and lies in wait in it. When Fafnir slithers overhead, Sigurd sinks his sword into the dragon up to the hilt. Sigurd leaps from the pit, and Fafnir sees his killer. He warns Sigurd that the treasure will lead to his death, as it led to the death of all who owned it. Sigurd replies that death comes to all men, and every man would want to be wealthy until that day.
Her torch is going out. No, it's not. It's going to run out soon. She hasn't got much time. It's going to burn out. She's too slow. It's not going to burn out. The darkness will come again. It's going to stay. Light. Save it.
You killed us.
She has it. She did it. She's done it. Well done.
This place. It reminds her of the isolating, suffocating darkness that she lived through as a young girl. Imprisoned in her room. The faces in the dark, coming through the walls. She once thought everyone could see them. I mean, that's what children say all the time, isn't it? That there are monsters in the dark. By the time she realized that only she could see them, her father, Zimbel, could see the monster in her.
She can sense she does. She's lighting the torch. It's not going to help her. Send. It's not over. It's not over. Do keep going. What's happening? Must remember. She can. Die. He's gone. You can't go anywhere without your light. Take the torch and move. Blood.
So.
just took her and trapped her here.
Let's go through. She can get her mother out. Our mother doesn't.
It's a trap. The beast is coming. Stupid. What have you done?
No!
You've lost him. It's over.
Lost him. You've lost him. Get in the light!
Without his head, you will never bring his soul back. His fate is sealed. Now it can see you at your weakest. The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your father seemed no one pined for Dillian.
She wouldn't.
He's doing his best. She's going to go through anyway. Didn't she like Simba around the light?
The darkness has spoiled.
And
He was
she'll
trying to
die.
save her from the darkness.
Zimbel was right.
Zimbel was trying to save her from the darkness. But she wouldn't listen.
Never choose.
And now everybody is dead.
Because of her.
It's all her fault.
All her fault. She should have known. She should have known. Why doesn't she learn? When will she learn?
Although Sigurd kills the dragon, Rayan wants to keep Fafnir's gold all for himself. Rayan also wants the strength and wisdom of the dragon, so he drinks its blood and asks Sigurd to roast Fafnir's heart for him. Sigurd does so, but when he touches the roasted heart to see if it is done, he burns his finger. Without thinking, he licks his finger and tastes the dragon's blood. In that moment, he understands the language of birds and hears them talk nearby. Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds.
Now she can go.
She can do it.
It's light on the outside.
She can reach it.
She can go through.
Yes, she can. No, she can.
Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds speak, and they say, Sigurd should eat the heart himself. Rayan wants Fafnir's gold. Sigurd should kill Rayan before Rayan kills him. Sigurd should find Brynhild the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rayan, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest, to ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild the Valkyrie.
Keep going, keep going. What is she doing? Stop. Where is she going? Faster, faster, keep going, keep going. What is she doing? Stop. Stop letting the memories in. Stop letting the memories swallow you. Quick.